So it looks like Glue has everybody cropped up. We got the seed rolled. And let's see here. And we're just waiting for everybody to ready up and get going.
So yeah, once we get started, I'll probably fade into the background for my tracker
same.
duties.
Well, I'll be gone. But yes, it was fun doing commentary.
Regular gone. Yeah, thank you very much. It's always great to do comms with you. I think this is the third time we've gotten to do it together.
Yeah. So it should be. Hopefully, it should be a fun match, and it'll definitely be enjoyable. But I'll stick around for a little bit longer.
Sounds good. By the way, Sigil just popped in here. How's it going, Sigil?
Yep. Hello,
Did you sell physics?
Doing good. Looking forward to this race tonight.
Who do you want to win?
By default, I have to go with Leo because of the fact that he kicked me out. So he has to win it now because I don't get to play Golden Shocker in the finals tonight. I just get to comment. So he's got to win. He's got to win.
I have to go with Golden Shocker just to be against you.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know. That's all right. We'll see how it goes. No matter what, we're all going to win because this is going to be a really good race. There's no way this doesn't end up being a wonderful race. And as Dr. DC said, Leox is very strong. He is very strong.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he's been playing that long either. He kind of just, he showed up and was just already dropping sub 80s, and now he just cremates everybody. Yeah. So, it just do be like that sometimes.
Can we have what's in his genes?
I know, right? I think it's performance-enhancing drugs. We need to start, really setting up some drug screens here. Speaking of needing drug screens, can we, while we're waiting, we're going to be getting started here soon, but can we just talk about some of these Moogles coming up for the Moogle Cup?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're already dropping some sub 70s, and the Moogle Cup has not even started. I have been defeated by 2 Moogles already in a fair fight in a Moogle Cup seed. 2 of them, and we haven't even started it yet. So this Moogle Cup's going to be out of control. Absolutely ridiculous. I cannot even begin to guess what it's going to look like at the top. It's just going to be, they're just going to be slugging it out. It's going to be wild.
It's going to be a bloodbath. There's quality Moogles in all the groups.
There is, for sure. And there's a lot of them that can definitely make it. Also, we got both of the racers ready. The start, we just put the start command in, so we'll be kicking off in about 1 minute. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, I was just going to say, and I guess that means Turdsman, a pleasure being able to chat with you for a moment. Thanks again for hopping in and doing the tracking for this race. And I know Darkness took off, but he's probably listening. Bye, Darkness. Good job.
Bye, Darkness.
Catch you on the next one, buddy.
Thank you for doing comms for the previous one.
And so, I'll chime in if we forget where somebody found the unicorn Esper or something like that. But otherwise, I will leave it to you two fine folks.
I will always forget it.
I barely remember what I get 5 minutes ago during a seed.
No kidding. That's why I don't track. If I tracked, it would be a disaster. Nobody would know what's going on. We got 10
I only have a good memory when I'm tracking.
Nice. Well, that means you're a perfect tracker. I'm not. Yes. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Kicking it off. Oh, yeah, I forgot there's a delay. Womp. And now here we go. Let's see what we get to start with today.
Shadow Realm Gao.
Okay, that was way too fast, Golden Shocker. I can't read that quickly.
Gao had capture.
I think I saw Shock. I might have seen Shock.
No, I think it was capture and sketch.
Okay, maybe. Maybe I saw the S, but homeboy is speed reader over here. He just went, and I could barely process he opened the menu before he was done.
No.
Mega Elixir Champion, ladies and gentlemen. That's how he got there. Speed reading. Go open a book.
Or doesn't read and just figures it out during combat.
Yeah, I guess that works too. I'm actually a bit interested to see them coming here. Was that a Ragnarok I just saw on a clock?
No, I think it was a Remedy.
Okay, I was mid-talking. Apparently, I'm all into looking at the first letter and just filling in the blanks.
Capture dance for Gao.
Ooh, incredible. I'm slightly surprised to see them coming to Narsh in this flag set, specifically because they already start with a bunch of things, including sleeping bags, earrings, Atlas armlets, all that stuff.
But with this start, you want more than 2 earrings with Realm in the party and Gal.
That's true. The extra earring's good.
Especially with Gal with Dance to get you off the ground. And it's
good,
for
sure.
And it's a good clump of chest in the shed.
Yeah, and I guess we'd be looking for something like rods and things too, because our skills are subpar, shall we say. So finding some way to get some quick offense would be nice, aside from just, dance.
I think Shadow might have had X magic.
Maybe, and that can definitely come in handy. Shadow is deceptively like a pretty deceptively decent caster. He doesn't have a bad magic stat like Cyan or Sabin, so he's kind of middle of the ground.
Which Gal's house is hiding Phantom today?
Well, we already have some Calmness protection. Yes. Like I had mentioned earlier, this typically has a really good high check pool or high tier item pool. So pretty good chance we're going to get some big weapons. We don't have any natural users of them though, which is interesting.
And as Dr. DT pointed out in chat, X Magic belongs to Realm today.
Ooh, so that's pretty great. I mean, X Magic is quite a bit slower in general because of how long it takes for the actual command to go off with your 2 spells. Plus, you have to do 2 spell actual castings, so it tends to be a bit slow in terms of offense. But early on, if you can crack a couple Fire 2s on the strongest magic caster in the game, it's not so bad. You just don't want to have to rely on it for the whole seed.
Yeah. That's why I'm hoping I get it quick.
What was that?
That's when I'm hoping I have the quick spell.
That's true. Yeah, that can go good too. Then you get, forecasts, which is kind of absurd. Because you can, with forecasts and maybe, Ultima or Merton or something like that, you could basically just cook anything in Kefka just with that alone. Golden Chakra going through the typical looting path. That's kind of the path that I teach all the Moogles as well, is, start off with World of Balance Narsh into Returners, into South Figaro, into Zen. It's kind of the looting 101. Free Mega Elixir. That doesn't hurt at all. Ooh, Leo says, no thank you. I'm actually just going to go straight to the Velt, which is an awesome play. We start with 1 dried meat. So if you're already at Gao's dad's house, that's one thing that I teach as well, is, when you're close to a check, if you can do it safely, sometimes proximity is what you're looking for. And in this, we have nothing but Lobos. We have a dried meat already. Why not just slam into it right now when you're flying by it anyway, right?
Yeah, and now you can choose when you take your grind fight.
Exactly. Oh, also, we just saw some ice shields for sale in South Figaro, so that could be pretty huge. I mentioned Merton earlier, so that could be a really good thing to get. And if he picks it up right now, he's learning a level 2 spell before he even starts grinding. Leo with the piss poor luck right now.
Yes. It reminds me of your luck with this.
No kidding. He has about a 62.5%, if I recall that correctly. It's a weird percentage. As long as it is a Gao eligible fight, because not all fights can allow Gao to appear, you have a little over 60% chance of him showing up. So better than 50-50, but it sure does feel like not more than 50-50 more often than not. I did like that move though, just hitting the Velt while you're on the way is a really cool move.
Because
see what this basement has for us.
Yes, with this star, you might not necessarily want to do the Serpent's Trench.
That's true. I mean, the other option is going to Owzer's Mansion for some grind checks. Yeah. We got an Aegis shield so far in the basement, but the rest has been pretty unremarkable.
Yeah.
Got an extra Atlas armlet, which could come in handy due to the weapons in the dead check pool. Now, Leo has beaten me several times because of that chest in that room there, so it's not going to help him today, but that is I call that the Leo chest now. He also saw the ice chest, but decided not to go for it. It's an interesting choice.
I try to point out Phantom had ice too also.
Did it? Okay, well that's good to know. So we can have multiple people learning Ice 2 on Golden Shocker's side, which if we know anything about Golden Shocker, the man can leverage his offense to an extreme degree in combat. So him having double the magic learning and magic damage potential early on could be really big. Zenthi for 23,000, and it is dead. I was curious if he's going to sell that Excalibur, just get some money for that, because it's not very expensive, but it looks like...
And the reward for it would be worth it.
Yeah, with this kind of dead check pool, if you can sort of finagle it with your items, it's worth sort of sacking some of your stuff for it. That was kind of the meh. Defense is good and all, but we would like some way to really propel offense.
But that could get him through the fight early on.
You're right. Elemental magic early, in general, whether you're using it or enemies are using it, is devastating. It's way more powerful, like super powerful early, especially. Unlike offense or physical offense that tends to come into its own later in the seed, magic is just always good. It's just the best early on. Early on and later if you've been able to buff it or have really good magic. All right, looks like the wild child is wearing the bikini today.
Mm-hmm. I do not want to picture that in my head.
We got Berserk, too, right off that first Esper. That's fantastic. And Merton, if I recall. Was that what I just saw? So we have Ice Shields for sale and Merton on your first Esper. I wonder what our players are going to end up doing. Definitely not put things in the microwave.
Definitely not.
And we already have a Minerva and Ice Shields.
And I believe also Berserk.
I saw Berserk, yeah. So we have, we got Magimaster Protection already very early. We have Scary Calmness Protection. Also, Golden Shocker. Lucky Duck over here with the first attempt.
He bribed a check.
I think he did, yeah. Oh, Leo getting completely bodied by NPCs right now. All right, he's good.
This is why I petitioned for Y delete.
I agree. You just petitioned for Y delete because you want to delete dogs. Don't lie.
No. Not just those.
You want to delete everything that gets in your way, but definitely dogs. Sigil, I'm surprised you haven't been like perma-banned from the server. From the sheer offenses to dogs that you have done in Glue's presence.
I also added all the dogs one time.
That's true. You did do that. But, sometimes one good thing does not negate all of the atrocities. You know what I mean? So we got a really good grind fight on that first one. Super tolerable. Not a big problem at all. Great way to get off level 3. The thing that always worries me about this check in particular is that there's no break between fights 1 and 2, and you don't have a chance to heal yourself and get off level 3 HP. So I'm always nervous with the second fight, but we should be okay with this one. I feel like, for some reason I always think Behemoth absorbs Ice too, and I think it's because of his coloration. He reminds me of an undead enemy.
I feel like it's Senorita Behemoth that absorbs the ice.
Yeah, it could be. Let's see what we get with capture. Anything fun? Nope. Probably not at this level.
Oh, Shadow Hat throw.
Oh, wow, we both missed the really good thing that they had. And
yes.
Oh, hey, they got X Magic. Let's not talk about throw at all. One of the best starting skills in the entire game. No biggie.
No. They don't need throw.
No, not at all. I am a little surprised to see Leo take a random grind fight before Trench. That is kind of the safe move. That's a move that I would do.
Yeah.
Just get off level 3 before hitting Trench. That way you're not so squishy on the first fight. And that's a rough choice to make when you're up against the champ,
Yeah.
Drinks Glue saying he has a list of your offenses and that it's robust. I agree. I've been present for several of them.
I think
it's pretty wonderful. Yeah, probably.
Yes.
These guys are fun because they take almost no damage, but we have ninja stars. I wonder if Bolt Edge will actually kill them. No, they have such high everything, but if you could ignore defense with like the ninja stars or even just a random weapon, you'll kill them in one hit. There it is. Bloompire is also revivifiable. Shoutouts to the Revivify chart that I created, which let me remember that for once in my life. That does exist on the wiki. If you want to see a whole thing with all the sprites of every enemy in the game that can be revivified, check the wiki. It's there. Yeah. Very handy. Whoa, Leo with the crazy right side path. We don't see that very often. Or he's on the... Never mind. I thought he was on the second right turn. Speaking of revivifiable enemies, Didalos is one of the best.
I love these.
Yeah, they're wonderful. They tend to be pretty slow. They just die to Phoenix Downs or Revivifies. A big, huge chunk of experience and magic points. You can't complain about that. So now, where do we think that Golden Chakra is going to go? You think he's going to make a quick floating continent play? Just go ahead and send it? Or is he going to go chase Realm?
I feel like with the offense, there's no problem with the floating continent play. Especially since you have Berserk.
That's true. Also, we got another Minerva, so we're already Merton protected. Well, not quite. Yeah. Only one person can use Merton right now, and it's Gao. So that second Merton, unfortunately, is not going to go to use right now.
No. I think Gao can only use the Minerva.
Well, Darkness. Funny you should say that, because we already have Berserk. The first Esper in the seed gave us Berserk, so Magic Master is a non-issue, as long as, you don't get killed in one shot before you get a chance to use it. Looks like we're going for Realm stuff, so he's not ready to commit to Floating Continent just yet.
It looks like it was Meteor.
What was that? What was Meteor?
The Phantom Esper.
Oh, was it? Dang, I thought it was Merton. Again, I'm seeing M and filling it in with the best possible thing we can see. I don't know. That's what my brain wants to do today. Ooh, Golden Shocker for getting his Moogle Charm. Classic.
Mm-hmm. I do that once a seed. At least.
Honestly, same, especially lately.
Hey, KT, you don't need a Moogle Charm.
Nah. So we are level 14 with enemies approximately level 10, so we should have no issues here unless it's just something a little bit gross. Looks like we're looking for an Esper or item, or we're looking at an Esper or item here. No character. The sprite here, if it was a character, would be the character that you get. But we got an imp, so...
Yes.
Hopefully we get something other than a Minerva, preferably.
Yes. Don't you want to see Minerva sold on stream?
That depends on who's buying it, and I just hope that they're not being broadcast at the time. I was gonna say, or we just donate a lot of money and we get a Drinks Glue Minerva stream. That would be something, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
All right, so we at least got a not dead check. That is nice. And yeah, we're just going to continue chasing Realm. He is in the Fade Floating Continent Club. I appreciate that club very much. I have lost many races by doing that. And we get Ultima off Starlit. Okay.
And it also has a speed +2.
Ooh, fantastic. Do you know if Ultima is vanilla MP or is it Moogle Cup MP?
I think it's vanilla MP.
Okay, so not as impactful as it could have been with that X magic, but that's okay. Drinks Glue coming in. I mean, this is his flag set. We appreciate you. 254. So we're at vanilla MP on this one. So we might be on the lookout for, at the very least, a gold hairpin. just to get that rolling a little early on some tough bosses.
Or if you have Osmos.
That's true.
Ultima, Osmos, X-Magic. Then you get counted in Final Kefka.
No kidding. Yeah, Throw is pulling some heavy duty here, taking care of all of the enemies in Owzer's mansion.
Physics, I have some sad news about your vanilla MP for Ultima. It's 80.
Oh, you know what? It goes to show that, when I played this game when I was 12 years old, some of the things are, shall we say, a little bit hazy, some of those memories.
But we have a flag, I believe, that says more expensive Ultima.
Why would I pay attention to the flag name? It's like always on. I never look at the flags, I'm not going to lie, unless I have to.
Same.
Normally, people make these incredible infographics for them, and then I don't have to look at the flag name, I just look at the infographic.
We have Leox taking down the first dragon of the night.
Yeah, nice early World of Ruin Kefka and Narsh play is really cool. All right, cool. Yeah, no worries here either. I think we got some flame edges, flame skeins, fire skeins. I always forget if they're edges, skeins, flame, fire. I don't know. I think he has things to throw.
Yes.
This is one of those weird ones because it looks like he is engulfed in flames. So early on, I'm like, I can't use fire on him. I'm going to use ice. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Don't do that.
And Leox found our first cursed shield of the seed.
Okay. Is he going to use it, though?
Yes, he put on Gao.
Okay, got you. I was too busy watching the Dullahan fight.
With the bikini.
Okay, that's the way to do it. I like it.
Yes.
That pretty much completely negates the magic vulnerability from the primary 3 spells. I love it. This, however, this is not what you want to see early on. This could be scary. But thankfully we have X-Magic Ice 2 to make some short work of the one on top. I definitely don't know which one is which, what their names are at all.
Yeah. I just have it red, white, and blue.
That works. Also, shoutouts to a potential Kefka at Narsh Gated Seed. It's Kefka at Narsh or Floating Continent, it would appear. No, we still have Cave on the Belt. Never mind. Yeah, got Cave on the Belt. I suspect he's probably going to head there next. I just wonder if he's going to take the dragon first. Because he's got Ultima to learn, he's got Ice 3 to learn now. It wouldn't surprise me if he just snipes that dragon real quick. And that's going to make things interesting for Leo because there's Ultima out of Esper Mountain, and there's Ice 3 out of Owzer's, and he's not learning either of those things right now from the dragon that he killed.
Oh, we have Golden Shaka with the Floating Continent play.
I am quite surprised that he just didn't kill that dragon while he was down there. Just for that extra, Ice 3, just to send it. But I guess when you have Throw, it's fine. Ooh. This is the seed of revivifiable things. All right, let's see what Leo chooses to do here. Strength +2 Esper off Tritalk. Oh my. Happy birthday to him.
I know.
Just need to find something to actually use with it. But, that'll give him some time to sort of soak it up before we find something. That's true. Did we find any stars for sale, though? That's the real question.
Narsh.
Narsh had stars for sale? Well,
I believe so.
That'll be perfect.
But I don't know if Leox picked any up.
He had one ninja star that he used on one of the Bloom Pyres, just like Golden Shocker did. So that leads me to believe that maybe there weren't stars, and they just looted one somewhere, because they both had one singular one.
And we have Leox found in Golden Shaka's footsteps.
Yeah, hopefully the bosses aren't too challenging here. Golden Shocker has a bit of a lead in terms of levels from the extra bosses and things that he's done, and the extra grind fights in Owzers. So if any of these bosses are tough, he'll definitely have the leg up on it. Darkness does say that Golden Shocker has 20 shurikens, so they must be for sale somewhere for sure. Yeah. Spicy Meatball, I don't think we're going to have any issues with him, considering we have Ice 3 and X-Magic Ice 2. We're not going to need X-Magic Ice 2, but still. Kind of the perfect offense for what the seed has given us so far.
Yeah. I just appreciate Gal keep capturing himself before.
Yeah. I bet that's one of the reasons why Leo did Floating Continent, was specifically just to start working on that Curse Shield. You know, just take the grind fights to a couple bosses, get a Curse Shield as fast as possible while doing a check. I think it's a good move. All right, we are getting the easy bosses out of the way early, which could be considered a good thing, but also could be pretty scary.
Yes.
If we're leaving all the hard bosses on the table for mid and late seed. Little French vanilla Chupon Ultros action. Ooh, a Celis. Okay, there's our natural big weapon user. With Blitz, okay. If nothing else, that could be Mantra.
And Bum Rush.
And Bum Rush. If they choose to go take that extremely long cutscene to get it. Which would be, that would mean that this seed did not cooperate the way Chocobo's supposed to cooperate. You really shouldn't have to rely on Bum Rush in one of these seeds. It's not impossible, but we got a lot of seed left, so we'll see. I like that term, Chadius. That's funny. Duncan Ballsy. That's a good one. I've never heard that called that before, but I'm going to think of that every time I get Blitz, which is like once a year. Every time I get Bum Rush, that is. Yeah, so we're seeing a little bit of that payoff of Golden Shocker getting that Ice 3 earlier. Means he was able to just kill Chupon in one spell while we had to do an X-Magic Ice 2 on Realm. It's always those little things that make a difference over the course of a long seed when you're playing at a high level like this. Yeah. Every 5 or 6 seconds that you can save really does add up when both competitors are so powerful.
On the flip side, it's like 5 or 6 seconds you won't be able to get back.
Exactly. So now I'm curious if anyone's going to do full M-Tech or not. I tend to fade it, but that is literally why I lost my seed to Leo. One of the reasons. He did better than me in general, but also I lost primarily because I faded Magitech to the very end, and it was a Magitech gated seed, of course. Leo is prone to just going and doing full Magitech, but it would be an interesting choice doing it immediately after the longest check in the game with Floating Continent. What do you think you would do here? I mean, they're probably going to go do basement immediately. Yes. The question is from there, you know, what are they going to do? Are they going to peek Kefka and Narsh? Are they going to do Opera House?
If I was Leo, I probably would peek Kefka and Narsh.
Okay.
Because he already did the World of Ruin Narsh, and that way you could see if it's a character up there.
He could be risky though, because he still has Esper Mountain, he still has Owzers. I guess technically he would still have Opera House, but that would be a pretty weird choice too.
Yes.
But I guess this is all speculative, because it's very possible that we just end up with Cyan or something in the basement, right?
Yeah.
And then all this is moot. They just go straight to whatever that is.
Oh, maybe it's Drago in the basement.
Oh, that would be classic. We love to see a good mid-game Strago to really throw a wrench in the gears. Which horrible check do you feel like doing today?
Yes.
Okay, pretty nice little grind fights. Nothing too remarkable going on up here. I'm kind of curious if, I mean, this offense is a little shaky, so I'm kind of curious if they might consider going to Coliseum at some point. But it would be a little risky with this team because they have nothing that's really great for Coliseum usage. No good skills for Coliseum. You just have to hope for, you know, Realm to use magic. Okay, not great, but maybe we have Ultima already? But I don't think we can use Ultima yet. Ice 3 is just going to have to pull a lot of weight here, since Poltergeist has a very large amount of magic defense. Definitely not who you want to see walling out Floating Continent. It's a scary one.
Yeah.
For that reason, not really in particular, but that's one of the reasons. The fact that he is just...
He loves to counter you.
I want to say it was Fiery Blizzard calls this counter Fantasy 6. Because pretty much every enemy wants to counter you at some point. And Poltergeist is egregious about it. Ooh, Shrapnel is scary. We got a pretty aggressively spicy chicken, and I think this is the right move. We have ice shields for sale. Cracking it right now is yes, please.
Yes.
Just get out chicken.
Just get this chicken cooled off.
Yeah, we need this chicken like put in the freezer permanently. Hold my breath here. This is where I wish we had Flare or something, because that magic defense is just hideous. He shouldn't have a whole lot of gas left after that ice shield, though, so hopefully this might do it. Okay. Whew, scary.
Yeah.
I fear for Leo, though. I really fear for Leo. I don't know if he has an ice shield, and I know he doesn't have ice
shield.
Well, yes. So at least one person is pretty immune, but not completely immune. Oh, it's Strago. Well, looky there.
He just appeared one check earlier.
He did. You called it. You know, it's French vanilla Strago.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Okay, he's got a lot more magic defense than Shocker had. He just took 0 for 2 characters.
Minerva.
And I think one person absorbed. So he must have something to absorb that. So I think he'll probably be okay.
He has a Paladin shield and I think 2 Minervas.
Okay. That makes sense then. So he should be perfectly fine. He's definitely more defensive.
Back for more ice shields.
Can you blame him? I can't.
Nope.
It makes sense anyway, because you just got Celis, so you're already going to be here. Grab him. And it is good to show that, you know, I was mentioning earlier, like, oh, we got the Minerva. Ugh, that's not what you want to see early. But look at what Leo's doing here. Like, this would be really nasty if he did not have the magic defense that he has, because his offense is just quite a bit. It's quite a bit lower than Golden Shockers was at the same time.
And we had a lock in the basement.
Okay. He's just traded places with Celis, that's all.
Celeste wanted to free him from the chains.
I think that's actually a pretty decent character to find. We have one extremely fast check that, you know, gets us a not only a 7 battle curse shield if we want it, but also a couple really fast checks with what we're seeing here. And also weapon shop. Darkness. He was locked up. But so he'll be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. He was already here for the last race. He's still here. Also a good check because he doesn't have to go into his menu and do all the healing. He just gets to take a sip off the spring and see what we got. And it wouldn't really hurt to get another character either.
Well, the balance South Figure had the Ninja Stars.
Okay, got it. This is similar to Poltergeist in the fact that he's got just stupid magic defense.
But has very low physical defense.
Very low. I'm sure you've had a time where you had no way to deal with him, so you front rowed all your terrible attackers and still did more damage than your magic would have.
Yes.
I'm like
More
attacking
times
with.
than I like to admit.
I agree. Just attacking with all your dirks and whatever else like nonsense you have on your characters, still doing like 1,000 damage.
What do you think's gonna be at the weapon shop?
Hopefully a big weapon for Celis. But I know they're probably looking for progression as well because Espers have been a little few and far between. But we would like a job for Celis other than just magic. Got a little double down on the Berserk. So we definitely don't have to worry about him anymore. Did Leo actually use Strago? Did he pull him in?
I don't know.
I saw him go and unequip people, so I have to think. No, he didn't. Okay, he put Lock in. Okay.
Yeah.
We got Calmness Protection with Golem. Okay, great.
Gal did his job. Uncurse the shield.
Yep, he's out. He didn't have a lot else to give with that wonderful skill layout he had going on. Ooh, tough choice. Ooh, he had to hang on it for a moment. But Shocker said, I want progression. I don't need it. I'm out. Like, I don't need that Atma.
Right.
I think I may have been tempted by the Atma as well, but I don't think I would have taken it. I still think I would have gone with progression.
Yeah.
We've got some pretty good magic stuff going on. Golden Shocker is going to see that he has a +2 strength Esper up here, which will be pretty nice. It's a little late. It's a little late, but better late than never.
Oh. Apparently, Leax also had the offering.
That's true. But as they say in the chat there, it is quite bold to not take the Esper when you still need 6 Espers. Because we've been getting characters and dead checks, so Espers have just been a little rough to track down.
But Leax also might be feeling his offense is very lacking for this point.
That's true. He just doesn't have the power that Golden Shocker has at the moment.
Yes.
He'll be getting it here shortly as he finishes up these next 2 checks.
Turdsman said they got the offering from FC.
Okay. Was that the Atma weapon check?
Yeah, had to be.
All right, we do have Ultima online here. Shoutouts to that old game, but yeah, we're blowing bubbles now, so we've got some pretty killer offense on Golden Shocker's side. Even if you can only cast it once, it's an immediate 9,999 damage from Realm because she's Realm. At least close to it. She did a little over 9,000 there. It'll be straight 9s here shortly.
Yeah. Just like a level 2. Realm's just like, I'm just warming up.
Golden Shocker gets a bit of a benefit as well in the fact that he is not having to double dip World of Ruin Narsh. He got to do it all in one go. Shoutouts to Leo. I did say he likes a full Magitech, and it looks like he's going for it. Or it might not be a full Magitech. It just might be the front 2. But it wouldn't surprise me if he just wraps it up as well. And it also wouldn't surprise me if that's the first place that Golden Shocker goes as soon as he gets this Esper from Tritok. Since Magitech has 2 quick bosses right up front, they can only be Espers or items. So if you need 2 more Espers, that's a good place to go check it. And short work of the Stooges on Golden Shocker's side. Interested to see what kind of bosses we're presented with here in Magitech. What do you think, Sigil? Would you full clear Magitech in this situation? You got Strago, and you got some pretty undesirable checks from Locke, and undesirable checks from Celis and Strago.
Probably not after the Floating Continent.
I'm inclined to agree, but I'm also a little gun shy about skipping Magitech after my recent horrible defeats to Magitech gating. But it's unlikely that this is going to be Magitech gated with the characters we have, though. We already have all 6, so unlikely.
Right. I would have checked Fnatic's tower before coming here.
That's true, which is exactly what Golden Shocker's doing, just to have a little peek.
Which is an Esper, since Fnatic's tower could only be a character or Esper.
That's true. I feel like Magitech might have been what I would have done, though, because it has the 2 bosses right there, and you could have your 9, but maybe he's kind of thinking about getting the high tier item at the top, getting the 3 checks potentially towards Skip, and I would only do this if I was eyeballing Skip, personally. Since it is, if you take the dragon, it's 3 checks. You got your high tier item at the top, you have your dragon in the middle, and you have the actual check.
Golden Shocker's at 14 checks right now.
So this will be 17.
Yes.
So he would still need to get 2 more checks after this in order to get within middle KT shooting distance for Skip. He does love floating continent for sure, just like Leo likes Imtech. Ooh, a VK when we got an existing lock. Question is, ooh, we're gonna get a stabby child? Nope. No. Says no, thank you. I'm good. It looked like Shadow could use it though. If we have an HP Esper.
I think Shadow might be equipped with the HP Esper already.
Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have a VK offering Shadow. Yeah. Ooh, gross. We got Doom hanging out on the Magic Master Jr. spot. Generally non-threatening with how crazy Leo's defense is right now, but as you can see, freeze is very annoying when you have no fire magic. All right, I would say let's see what's on Fnatic's tower. It could be sketchy, but it won't be because we have Ultima.
Right. It's just Magic Master's little brother.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we say that, but there's been several videos in the highlight reels lately of him kind of doing overflow and having you kill your own party. He doesn't have to do anything. He's an easy one to take lightly until he ruins your entire day.
Yeah. Then you just laughed about it.
Yeah, what else can you do, right? Okay. Look at that with the Daedalus or the Daedalus Rage. We have the Rage knowledge on Leo's side, popping off Merton to unfreeze his characters. You saw it here, Moogles.
Yes.
You need to go and you need to study your Rage charts. There are multiple occasions in which I have seen crazy strats pulled out from a clutch Rage play. Not to mention, we watched the legend Gar get a sub 60 on Restream in official Ultros League on a Rage start with perfect usage of Rage. So, I'm just saying. Don't fade it. It's good. I don't like it, but it's good.
Yes.
I use it when I must, but I don't want to rely on it, is basically what it boils down to. Pearl Dragon shouldn't be an issue over here on Golden Shocker's side. He has the lowest HP out of all the dragons, but he is prone to doing 0 to 3 attacks. And can be very obnoxious when it comes to just time loss if you get triple pearled.
Yeah. Each turn.
Each turn, yes. He gets the chance to do 3 attacks every single turn. 0 to 3 every time his ATB fills, and he can counter with Dispel, just to waste your time a little more. Bolt 3 Esper, okay. It's nice to have a little bit of elemental diversity, because we are just ice.
Now we're probably going to see Golden Shocker go to Magitech.
Most likely. Yeah. And as we can see, Leo is doing full Imtech, so we got Golden Shocker sort of doing his play that he does in most seeds. We got Leo doing his play that he does in most seeds. Let's see how it pays off for both of them. Popper's deceptively great fight. Seems pretty weak, but like that sprite it's a ton of XP for a super easy fight. We got an offering off the dragon as well. But we already had an offering, so that's cool. Maybe he could use it to buy more ice shields and crack those on Final Kefka. I might actually be considering that just for the other casters to do it, but that's also a bit of a trip to go back to a town and buy more shields. Straight to match tech. You called it.
He'll get a lock here and set himself up for skip.
That makes sense. Yeah. So from this point, we should probably have skip around, 50 minutes? So pretty quick.
It makes me glad I'm not facing him.
Yeah, no kidding. And his levels are looking a little bit meh right now, but we know what he's going to be fighting. I mean, Vargas is whatever, but he gets to fight a statue in here, which is wonderful. It's a great chunk of experience right before unlocking KT. You'd love to see it. Got a Guardian at the end of the train tracks, which he can be a bit spicy. He's a big chunk of HP, and he's just got some nasty stuff. He's pretty similar to like Air Force or Inferno, that he likes to do stuff like launchers and annoying percentile-based damage straight into an AoE attack to kill you. But maybe not as bad as Air Force or Inferno that could just do it back-to-back and kill you before you have an action.
No, yeah. I love those.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, especially KT.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the best. You know, especially Guardian when you full ran the tower. Like Guardian at Guardian spot, you full running the tower, get wiped. It's so fun. It's so fun. I love it. It's what keeps me coming back to Worlds Collide is those situations, you know?
Yeah, or you find a Magimaster in that spot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, like, Magimaster would be just, like, a free experience, magic points, and a wonderful Mega Master. Like, he might as well just be, like, Welk. It doesn't matter if he shows up at this point. He just dies. Speaking of Air Force, I summoned him. But we have Bolt 3, so who cares? Dude's gonna evaporate.
I like Air Force's smile.
It's nice. It's a little toothy, you know, a little threatening.
Yes.
But, you know, it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. I don't know about the missiles with the single eyeballs. That's kind of weird, but oh well. To each their own, right?
Yeah.
I did not see if this was an Esper. I think it was. So which would be really good for Leo. Oh, very good for Leo then. But I think he's like 2 checks behind. So he's still got some catching up to do. But he will get his last Esper here at Tunnel Armor.
Leo's at 15 checks.
Okay. So likely he is not going to be chasing Skip. He's going to have to full run it. But that might actually end up being to the point where they are pretty close to each other. By the time Leo gets to switches, Golden Shocker should be jumping in with the skip. So this might actually be pretty close.
No,
I'm sorry. We're still 2 Espers short on Leo's side, so we're not quite there yet. Apology. I thought we were at 8. Yeah, I would be surprised to not see Golden Shocker go for skip if he's gonna be 2 away now, right?
Yep. Okay. I believe.
I don't have his stream pulled up to look at his tracker. I probably should. As a good commentator, I should be looking. He'll be at 19 now. Yeah, so he'll be 2 away, almost certainly going for skip. I would be shocked if he didn't. Shockered? I would be shockered if he didn't.
Yeah. Nice try. I feel bad for Doom on Shaka's side.
True. Well, this Doom is also being kind of a putz. He didn't, like, freeze people. He's just kind of sitting there taking it. And that's something I've seen a couple times now is Shocker's RNG has been remarkably nice, while Leo's has been a little bit spicy. A little bit spicy. So there's our unlock for Shocker. Wait, he already had his unlock. Never mind.
Yeah.
Magic Power +2 on Realm makes sense. Definitely a good idea to slap on all the espers that you need before going into KT and taking out some dragons. Well, a dragon. Learn what you can at the very end.
Yes. And we have Leo checking Cave on the Veld.
Ooh, interesting choice. At least it's semi-peekable. And he's just full fading Fanatic's Tower, which I understand that. It's not a fun check. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
It has its benefits. Like, I will do it. I'm more prone to doing it more. I'll do it more often than many other runners, but nowhere near as much as Golden Shocker does. It's just not fun. The routing of it is just very obnoxious.
I get dizzy going up the stairs.
Do you? Thankfully, I don't. All right, Leo is going to be rewarded with his last Esper here, so fantastic. He's made a couple interesting gambles, and they've paid off both times. Doing full M-Tech and then going into here and checking it. Both worked out. Toilet Atma is disgusting, but we have Ultima. As long as we can get that off.
It could be
before
worse.
Shenanigans. It could be. But, you know, these ladies, they really like to confuse you, and then you kill yourself. That's just what they like to do, but they did not do Waste Shake this time, so.
Hey, we have Yamaris, a Yeti silencing on Leax's side.
Yep, there he is. Not quite the Yeti that, you know, many people are looking for, but there he is. He made a cameo. Yeah. Everybody say hello and say goodbye.
Bye. He's going back to taking a nap.
He needs to go back to his cave and get out of this one. I don't know what he's trying to move for. Oops, speak of Waste Shake, but I think it's too little too late. She tried. An effort was made.
Yeah.
Oh, we did get a dog pet from Leo, so shout outs to Leo for Drinks Glue there. I'm sure he's going to note it in his notebook of who pet the dog. He's starting out, you know, he's starting out solid with, you know, getting a present for next Christmas as opposed to Cole. Oh, and we're going to get an Ebbets Rock check, huh?
But the real petting move would be petting the dog at Gal's house with the shadow check.
True. I am very interested that he's doing Ebbets Rock here. That means he's probably chasing Skip. So I think he's going to do this into Opera Dragon into mid KT. Because he is not within... He's got 4 checks to go. Ooh, this is a great dragon to see. This is what you want to see with a VK user. Give me that free muscle belt. For those that don't know, muscle belt increases that max HP by 50%. So you get a big old chunk of HP for that VK.
And it doesn't stack with any other equipment that increases your max HP, like the red cap.
Mm-hmm. Can't use both. Red cap is 25% increase. Yes. Muscle belt is 50. So if you can use that, you know, an offering muscle belt, that's a solid VK build right there.
Yes.
Not to mention it gives you a built-in way to reduce your own HP if you're at max life. By unequipping it and then re-equipping it, you will drop your max HP and then increase it again, but it doesn't heal you at the same time.
Which you like to do when you enter KT.
Yes. So that you can prime them with like maybe 1,500 damage right out the rip, so you're just already doing good damage.
And just in case any Moogles watching didn't know, when you warp out of KT, any people you put into your main party gets a full heal.
Yes. So if you don't want your VK user to be healed, don't put them in your party.
No, they still get the HP portion.
Do they? Even if you don't put them in your party?
Yeah. It's the MP that gets restored when you put them in the party.
Got it. All right, Golden Shocker has achieved his skip. He has saved, and we're going to do some lanes. Let's see how those go for him. He's got crazy good offense. So, we've got Ultimas. We have X Magic Realm with Ultima and Ice 3. We got VK offerings. Like, we're going to be sitting pretty. Wait a minute. Why did he not put the muscle belt on? He has a pod bracelet on him? That was weird. I wonder if he misclicked. It looked like he was going to put the muscle belt on and didn't. But also, who cares? Because it's leader, and maybe if we get really lucky, he will use his attack and knock Shadow down right now. Nope.
No.
Well.
Their Shocker's bad RNG tonight.
I know. They're all just like, that's the one time you would like to have a counter, was just to knock that VK user down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be the top. But Shadow has such a high dodge rate.
Well, at least it would be a try.
Yes.
At least Funbaba's cooperating.
And Gal's just sitting there, looking all pretty.
Nothing he can do that matters. And I'm not sure if this is going to kill. It's going to be pretty close. It should. 36,000, yeah. Chattiest.
Yes.
Come on, I'm standing right here. Hit me, dog block. I've definitely not had that happen to me when I really want my VK user to get hit.
I definitely did not have Wildfang ruin my Mimic.
Ruin your Mimic? I don't
Yeah.
know. I saw some really cool stuff about dog mimics just recently, and it was pretty great. That was a really good clip.
No, I tried like Mimic Ultima. Then the Wildfang comes out.
Oh. Not ideal if you were trying to use Ultima, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially if it was a floating enemy.
Yeah.
We have Welk. Well, I did mention Welk earlier.
Yes.
That Magimaster should be Welk. So let's just... It's now canon that Magimaster turned into Welk.
Mm-hmm. Magimaster upgraded.
Upgraded. Yeah.
He could
That's what it is.
annoy you with Grooves.
He could. He could have if Realm wasn't, Murder Child. With a Magic +2 Esper on, Not a problem. God, I hate him, though.
Yes.
He's so annoying if you don't have the right offense for him. Or God forbid you have a Yeti versus him and he just attacks the shell like 14 times in a row. It's so fun. It's so fun.
I think one time I ended up with like 5 Grooves because my offense was so weak.
Yeah, it happens. It's sad when it does, but it does happen.
And it was in KT.
Oof, gross. Ooh, Golden Shocker with a second Moogle Charm miss. Chattiest, I think I've had literal nightmares about that before. Hit me with some serious PTSD with that one.
And then somehow Welk actually wins the fight.
It's not impossible if you keep hitting the shell over and over.
Yeah, no.
All right, we got Goddess on the left, but, not an issue because we're not physical attacking. We're ultimating instead. So, it's probably 2, maybe 3 Ultimas are needed here. So, or 2 Ultimas and maybe something else. I'm not so sure 20,000 will kill her. It might. I'm not so certain. We'd like to see Locke not die here, just in case we need to get some MP for another attack, for spells. Goddess has the lowest HP of all the statues by far, so she's very squishy, just quite annoying. That's a good idea. Just the disrespect of trying to kill her with a pummel. I'm so unafraid of you, Goddess, that I'm just gonna punch you with like a white belt attack.
Yes.
I learned this on my practice session in karate when I was 12, and I'm going to kill a goddess with it.
And we have Leax just entering through the skip now.
I foresee he will also not have any issue with these statues.
Yeah.
But he definitely has some catching up to do as Golden Shocker is about to send it for his Kefka climb. So for those of you who don't know, since we're going to be starting this here pretty soon, we like to do a little thing where you guess how long is it going to take for Golden Shocker to finish his Kefka climb. It'll start at the bell of Tier 1 and end at the crack pow of Kefka Tier 4. Get your guesses in chat. I will make a note of it. And we'll see who gets bragging rights for this particular race. Darkness with 26 seconds. That's cute. He's going with the $1 Price is Right strats.
I'm going with 7:45.
Okay. 7:45. I'm going to go with 8. I'm going to go with 8. Ooh, glue with 801. How dare you?
Turdsman, the 2 wipes at Tier 4.
We got lots of guesses in here today. We love to see it. $42.69 and 6 or 7 wipes. I love the faith.
Yes.
Starting at $57.59. Let's see what we get. So Tier 1, for those who don't know, we got 3 targets. We got the long arm all the way on the left. That one can be instant death with break or instant death. Or in this case, we got a very niche strat of using quarter on it. Because if you can instant death it, you can percentile damage it as well. The other target is going to be head. It does annoying things like what we just saw, reverse polarity. It can also use dread to turn you to stone. It is weak to fire. Now, long arm and head both have death counters if they are the last to die. Head is the more threatening with a quake at the end, while long arm will do 1, 2, I believe 3 shockwaves. 0 to 3, or I don't know, 0 to 3 or 1 to 3. But it'll shockwave multiple characters. Okay. Short arm, however, on the right, it just likes to punch people in the face. When it attacks, it punches people in the face, and when you hit it, it might punch you in the face in retaliation. Yes. It does a lot of damage, so you always have to be mindful of the counters of short arm, but typically the strategy is instant death long arm, use fire magic or whatever offense you have to focus down head, and then kill short arm at the end.
Yes, but make sure you have enough HP to survive the counter when it dies from short arm.
You always want to be nervous about those counters, unless you have this fun strat, vanish on your VK user. Then you don't have to worry about it. Ooh, okay, he took a little damage. That's great. Now you can vanish, and he gets to just finish this tier, because I think short arm or long arm just died. I could be wrong. Oh no, yeah, it's over. Very much a clinic on Tier 1 there, using quarter, focusing down ahead, appropriately using vanish to mitigate the counters from short arm. That was picture perfect, Sigil.
Yes.
Couldn't have done it better myself.
And apparently on the X side, his shadow has quick.
Ooh, nice. You want to talk to us about Tier 2 there, Sigil?
Tier 2, we have 4 targets. The middle one's tools, which could be instant death.
But not broken.
No, not broken. We have magic on the left, which will cast any Tier 3 spells and some status effects. Tiger, which will cast Northern Sun and Star, and I think Flare Star. And when it gets low, it'll do Doom Spikes on you, which will turn you into a zombie.
It's always fun. Getting zombied is always great.
Oh, yeah, especially when you don't have Riverflies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then the purple dude is hit. He just likes to hit you.
He sure does. That's all he does. He hits, and when you kill him, he hits you 10 more times.
Possum, you read my mind. Yes. And
Ooh,
magic can be muted.
That would be straight to the highlight reel for sure.
Yes.
Yep. There you go. He heard you. He is stream sniping right now. He needed that reminder from you, Sigil, to make sure to mute magic because he did it right when you said it.
Yes.
All right, we're going for some more Vanish strats on Shadow, which lovely. That way we don't have to worry about 10 hits. 10 hits won't break that Vanish.
Right. And we have Leox going to be starting the fight soon.
You can get your guesses in for Leo as well, or if you want, I'll just use the same times and we'll see what we get.
Use the same time for me.
Heard that. Again, an absolute clinic from Golden Shocker on tier 2. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. All right, Leo getting ready to start. Let's see what his start time is. 1:02:13. All right, so tier 3, we got less targets this time. We got Girl in the upper left there. She likes to use Whirlwind, and she can put people to sleep. Just generally annoying. You can't use elemental magic on her, physical or non-elemental only, but she's only got 9,999 life, so the target is kill her as fast as possible. We got Ultima, we got throwables, we'll figure it out. We also have a VK, chances are we'll be just fine.
Yes.
But the main target is Sleep in the front. Homeboy's got 40,000 HP, and he has a series of annoying attacks. He can Merton you, he can Whirlwind you, he can physically attack you, he can put Condemned on you, but namely, once he's past about 28,500 damage, he starts going into Meteo phase, where he can Meteo you, train you, or none of the above. The general plan here is to do what Gold Shocker just did, and just use VKs, and he just dies. It's just, that's it. That's all you gotta do. Just use VKs,
and one ice
it's done. And one ice 3. Yeah, no problem. So anyway, if you're not Golden Shocker and you don't have crazy VKs, the goal is to push him as close to that 28,000 as you can, and then put up your Calmness Protection, which is Golem or Fenrir, or like we just saw, a little bit of Phantom for invisibility, and then you kill him in one hit, so you don't have to worry about the counters at all.
But if you don't have those, you can use Life 3 and Vanish.
That too, yeah. Those are... You don't want to have to do it, but when you gotta, you gotta.
Yes.
All right, Final Kefka.
Yes. Where Final Kefka do Fallen One, which brings you HP to 1, your whole party's HP to 1 if you don't do 30,000 damage right away, which I think is about like 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah, roughly.
Yes. Then he'll go into something called the Garner phase, where he'll start countering with Havoc, with Hyperdrive and regular hits. And then on his next turn, he'll start charging Garner. Then when you do roughly about 50,000 to 52,000 damage, he'll be in his Ultima counter phase, which you get the lovely Boo Bubble casted at you if you hit him by chance.
Oh yeah, you want to watch out for the Ultima counters, but I don't think we're going to have to worry about it this time. I'm pretty sure these Ice 3s are going to finish it up for him. And that's it. Crack Pow 104.53. That makes it 6 minutes and 6 seconds. So 6 minutes and 54 seconds. Apologies. So 6:54. That means I'm the winner. No, Jazer with a 6:45 is the winner. Congratulations, Jazer. Woo!
GG's Golden Shocker, and congrats on winning the mini winter tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You were just flying through that seed.
Yeah, I started cruising around the time I got the best like VK build ever in that Fanatics Tower. I was like, I'm gonna just do everything I can to make this as fast as possible on the back half of this. and it actually worked out really well. Really happy with how that worked out.
Yeah, that was fantastic. You put on an absolute clinic on Final Kefka. That should just be on the wiki of how you fight Final Kefka without instant death. So that was wonderful to watch.
You finished tier 3 before Physics was able to finish explaining.
I was trying, and I was like, or just have VKs in One Ice 3, and that's fine. You just win the game. You're good.
Yes.
Well, the thing that was really scary about that, I had no X potions, no elixirs. Like, my healing was basically like, I was planning on doing mantra if I had to. And then when Celeste got low on tier 1, I was like, I really don't have any way. I didn't even have cure 1, so I was like, all right, well, flame shield it is, I guess. I remembered I had that in my inventory, but like, it was like, if I didn't play that exactly the way I did, and I got into a long, prolonged fight, like, I was in trouble. I didn't have any way to heal, so I had to go kind of pedal down and just go as fast as I could, try to get everything down fast.
It worked out perfectly for you.
Yeah.
There was only one thing that I really had a question about. I mean, most of it, the seed kind of, it gave you what it needed to give you with the route that you took. I mean, you got the muscle belt, you got the VK, you got HP, like, you got the offering and floating continent. Great. I was interested why you went to floating continent, not floating continent, apologies, Fanatics Tower before checking Magitech. I know you like Fanatics Tower, but I'm curious if you want to tout the benefits of Fanatics Tower for the doubters out there.
So I was 6 and 7 at that point, I think. And so what I had in mind was that I was always going to do both Magitech and Fanatics. But what I was doing, the reason I peaked it was to see if it was an Esper or not. So I was like, okay, well, Fanatics Tower's 3 checks, Magitech's 2 checks, and then middle KT is 2. That gets me skip. So I was already doing the math on what skip would be. And I was like, well, the easiest way for me to get skip is if this is an Esper and I could just knock out this whole check, Fanatics Tower. And also, that was like right after I learned Ultima on everybody. So like I had no fear of anything basically in Fanatics Tower. So the other thing that like kind of wasn't ideal was I tried to have that Strength Plus Esper on Celestial Seed. So part of my math in my head was, well, can I find a Ragnarok, Illumina, Atma weapon? I really gave that Atma weapon in Locke's Weapon Shop a real thought, but I really couldn't sacrifice progression at that point. So it was a shame that I couldn't really put like full everything together, but honestly, I didn't have healing to actually sustain an Atma weapon anyway, so it kind of worked out in the end.
Quick GG's for Leo. Yes. 108.52 is his final.
Yeah, GG's to him.
So, Shocker, is there anything in particular that you do different in this kind of flag set, as opposed to, like, let's say, Ultros League? Any major play changes that you make to accommodate for the extra items that you get to start with?
So I do a little bit less shopping, but I also kept it pretty vanilla, too. It's like, what you do get is, like, it's all well and good, but also, like, if you need to do Coliseum, if you need to do other things, like, some of the items that you don't get, you still end up having to chase. I needed more than 2 earrings. I was using magic pretty heavy, so it was really just trying to put together all the pieces, do all the extra shopping, like, all the stuff I would normally do in Ultras League. I mean, that's effectively what it ended up being, because, I mean, that just makes the most sense to me. It always depends on what the game gives you, but that's kind of my general take on the flag set.
Got it. That's all I got for you, Golden Shocker. Anything that you got for him there, Sigil?
Nope. You answered everything I wanted to.
Hey, perfect. Dude, Golden Shocker, well done. You know, we were just saying that we just don't have enough accolades in this community, and you were really, really due for, you know, a big win, you know, so it's good to see you on top today. Congratulations on winning the mini winter tournament, man.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. And, you know, just appreciate everybody on the restream. Glue, obviously, always does big things. And Physics, Joel, appreciate you guys as well.
Hey, we appreciate you agreeing to be restreamed. You know, it takes a lot of time and effort and, you know, extra stress to do it. So we couldn't do it without you, man. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, sorry, Turdsman. I didn't realize you were tracking. You too, though.
And we do have Leo in the booth. Welcome in. How you feeling after that run? That was a screaming fast final, Kefka.
Yeah, it was. I took my sweet time getting my skip.
Yeah, unfortunately, you kind of went a bit of a different route from Shocker. So he was able to do some of the mostly the realm checks early that got him some increased offense to start. Like he had that Ultima Esper before he ever touched Floating Continent. He hadn't learned it yet, but he had it. He had Ice 3 too.
Ice 3 was the big one.
Yeah, so it gave him that little bit of extra. Yeah, I think it was from Owzers. It was either Owzers or it was. Okay, I knew it was either Owzers or Esper Mountain, but I knew one of them gave it to him, and it kind of helped him out a lot in Floating Continent. But you had a lot better magic defense, so it was a lot safer you fighting Polty up there. Golden Shocker got a little sketchy.
Yeah.
It was a little scary when he got there, but did pull through. So how do you feel about the seed as a whole? Anything that you think you might have done different here?
I feel great. I feel kind of bad about my decision about going for the Atma weapon, but it was great for like the final Kefka though. Like the levels that I got from trying to do 4 checks for the skip, my Celeste was dealing like 16k a round, so that was pretty sweet.
Oh, she was absolutely just slaughtering. It was wild.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a bad decision with the offense you had at the time.
Yeah. After going for the skip, I also found the rag on the Evo's rock, which made my log a character actually. Was there anything great on the Maduin Esper, by the way? That I completely skipped on Weaponsmith?
I can't even remember what's on each Esper while I'm actively playing the game.
Yeah.
My bad.
I always have to go look at them again. I cannot remember it. It's terrible.
I can't either.
It's fine, it's fine.
Was that the Magic 2 Esper?
Now there was a mic. Oh, never mind. I never saw my Power Plus 2. Probably that.
Yeah, it could be. So I talked to Golden Shocker about one of his favorite checks because we see him do it all the time with Fanatic's Tower. Now you defeated me in part because of a Magitech gated seed, and this seed you ran full Magitech as well. So would you like to take a moment and really tout the pros of doing a full Magitech when it's not necessarily needed for something like Magitech Unlock?
So the pros about doing Entech, full Entech, not only doing Chupon Warp Out, is you get some grind fights on the railroad, and that is some good source of XP if you're like trying to level up for either some stats or for like the Alma weapon that I choose. So that was mainly the main reason, because you get like 3 grind fights and then you get 2 bosses.
It's good bosses too.
Yeah, and I wasn't really scared about any boss. Maybe Doomgaze, but my master, we had Berserk from the very start, so that's why I went like early Floating Continent without real issues. Just the long trend of having Berserk, so my master is not an issue. It's so relaxing, actually.
Yeah, I think most of the seed, there was very little that could actually challenge either of you after Floating Continent.
Yeah, no, there wasn't.
It was like Doomgaze if you got mathed, but otherwise there's not much that was going to cause you any issues.
Polty was the biggest challenge.
For sure. And I mentioned it a couple times in the restream, but Leo, you had a bit of meaner RNG on your enemies. Like they were using more rude attacks, more counters. You got North Crossed by Doom. Golden Shocker was not getting those. Like RNG was on his side with a lot of fights, but you were able to get through it just fine. And I mean, that Atmo weapon worked for you. That brings me up. I absolutely praised the hell out of this on while you did it, but that Daedalus Rage, clutch rage knowledge to get you unfrozen and start blasting Mertens with that Merton protection. So like, shout out with that, man. That was great.
You know, actually, shout out to the Encross making me looking into the rages so I can maybe get Merton. And I saw Daedalus that we got. I'm pretty sure it was on the trench, Serpent Trench.
It was. Oh, I think yes, they were. They were the last fight in Serpent Trench.
And I was like, do I have Merton protection for everyone? I was like, maybe it's 3 out of 4, and everyone had one.
It worked out perfect because you were just swinging, I think, 800 damage with that Atma, and that kind of really pushed your offense to be able to get out of that fight a little faster. So
my Celeste was dealing some noodle damage there.
It was pretty rough to watch. It's like, of course, the 2 big damage dealers are frozen while she's just weakly swinging a miniature Atma weapon, but it all worked out. Last question I have, I asked Golden Shocker this as well, but is there anything in particular that you like to change when you work on these sort of faster seeds, especially when pertaining to the fact that it already has a bunch of items included early on? Any different like changes in tactics that you do in a seed that might be faster like this?
Right, so for Shoko, I don't really play a lot of Moogle Cup seeds because it's a little bit different and a little bit easier, so I don't want to get like into the remit of that. On Chocobo, you get a bunch of goodies for like a starting pack. Like you get your 2 earrings, you get the Atlas. It's like, oh, that's so great. That is like checking the boxes of things that I always want to start to sit with. But getting the basics makes me want to go for loot even more because I already have a baseline of the checklist that I already have. But what if I get even more? Like the Sentive could be like a good sort, even with the also like the pull from the items. Like if you get the early drag or Elu, you're going. The curse shield is kinda rough. If you like waste like 20k on a Sentive and it gives you a curse shield, then you're like bound to try and get the Paladin shield going and then get in Ultima, so that is kinda mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Well, because of that, you were able to use Merton on Doom. It all worked out, and it made it super safe on Poltergeist from the one that you got at the Dragon. It all worked out. Plus, it's always 7, right? So at least you know it's not too long.
At least I do appreciate that it is 7 always.
Yeah, and we had said earlier on that it might be worth it if you're in a relic shop just to pick up a peace ring just in case. You know, you can still sell your ribbons, but keep the peace ring. That way it's in reserve in case you happen to pick up a curse shield somewhere.
Yeah, my god had only a white cape, so he wasn't an imp. And luckily he could wear the Minerva, so he was like pretty invincible for most things. Like he never died. Having the shield and having like boss battles, that was great.
Yeah, it wasn't an issue at all. Plus he went straight to Floating Continent after and got a bunch of grind fights and decursed it, so it was like kind of a non-issue.
Yeah.
All right. With that, that's all I got. Sigil, you got anything?
I just like to thank the X for agreeing to have this restreamed and put on a great show.
Yeah, you did awesome. We definitely appreciate you coming on and agreeing to do this today. It was a fantastic race. Yeah, we just appreciate all the time that you take, not only here but in the community in general. It's been great racing with you and against you. And with that, Sigil, it is always a pleasure commentating with you, sir. Thanks for joining me in the booth today. We were joined by Drinks Glue, pushing all the buttons in the background, and Turdsman, who went straight from one race straight to tracking on ours. So we appreciate everybody who got this all situated and came together to make this happen tonight. We definitely appreciate it. Drinks Glue, thanks again for putting together this tournament. But with that, I think we're going to go ahead and call it. We are going to be raiding out. I actually had it open a moment ago, and I'm going to find it. Hold on. Tony Ortiz, that's right. We're going to go raid Tony Ortiz. He's doing some Moogle Cup practice, so if you're in chat and want to show some love to a Moogle Cup runner, please do. For everybody who watched, we greatly appreciate it, and we hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend.